my YouTube channel where I take you through the length and breadth of research methodology and making it very easy for you, even if you are a novice on that very on the research methodology. I will have to make a very simple explanations for you, and you will understand and love research methodology. Today we are looking at what research methodology is even all about. That is what we are addressing today. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? So the objectives of this lecture is to define research methodology. Very interesting. Oh, research methodology. Oh, research methodology. What is it all about? What is research methodology? First, for you to understand what research methodology is, you first need to know the etymology of the terms research and methodology. These are two words coming together to make a compound word. You need to understand what research is, and then you need to know what methodology is. The reason why you need to know this is so that you can give your own definition of research methodology. All the definitions I'm going to give you here are my own definitions. I didn't read them from book. I didn't read them anywhere because I have understood the concept. I've understood the rationale behind the research. I've understood how research started. Why? The logicality, the rationality behind the research, and then the methodology. So I had to give my definition. You too can give your definitions, as many as you can. Then you need to first of all understand the etymology of the terms research and methodology. So let's just consider understanding the research methodology, the concept, to understand the concept. The etymology of the terms research methodology was born out of the creation of gaps while searching for presenting, or no, while searching for, and then also presenting solutions to identified problems. In my previous video, I told you that the first step to start a research methodology, a research work, is to identify a problem. Here, somebody went about searching for answers to those problems or solutions to those problems. Now, in the process of doing that, there were gaps, maybe in his presentation or in his recommendation for further studies. These are all gaps. So these gaps created now need somebody to pick it up from there and continue making it a continuum. So then I'm saying that is the root. So you should note that in every research work, every research work is a product of a research gap. And the end point of such research is also a research gap, giving rise to recommendation on further studies. Recommendation on further studies. You know what that means? That before you talk about, I want to do a research, you want to do a research on what? You want to do a research on something that somebody has researched on. Somebody has done that work before. Then you saw a gap and you decided to close that gap by carrying out a research. So I'm saying that that very act shows that there is always, there is always, there's always a gap in every research. And you cannot say that your work fell out from the blues. No, you picked it up from a research gap. It is normal that in searching for solutions to identified problems, the researcher may not touch all grounds, even in his presentation of the found solution, the completed solution. In his presentation, there could be one or two lapses. These lapses create gaps. So the person has searched for it. He has searched for the solution and he has gotten it. Maybe he didn't carry out the right analysis, or maybe he did. Maybe in his presentation there were some doubts. So you decided to pick it up from there. So that is why the word research. This gives birth to the term research. Somebody has searched before. You are now searching again. So instead of saying search again, you say research. That's the word research. That's the origin. That's how research came. Somebody has searched for a solution. Somebody has searched for answers to unanswered questions, and he got the answers. Maybe in his presentation, he did not present them well. So you picked it up from there as a knowledge gap or as a research gap, and you continued. Your own continuation makes that his own former one a research. That means somebody has searched before. So you are searching again. Because the world is full of continuum. So research work is a continuum, continuation until we get to the end of life. You can't just finish a research. So research is born out of a research gap. And every research that is carried out also produces a gap or knowledge gap. So you have understood what that means. So then, methodology on this part is associated with different ways in searching for solutions to define problems or answers to heart troubling questions. The way the man went about searching his work is looked at as methodology, because the way you carry out, the way you are going to carry out in searching for the questions or answers or searching for the solutions to problems may not be the way the other man will carry out, another researcher will carry out. So these different ways of carrying out the research work bring about what we call methodology. So this is because two situations cannot be the same. And there are different environments. The situations of the environment are different. So the situations in carrying out the research will also differ. I'm saying that there are different situations and environment for different problems. Like the fire, borrow the word from the firemen. The fire service will always say that no two fires are the same. So it is. No research work has the same method. You may go this method or I may go this method, but all we want is the endpoint, which is the solution. Now, I haven't given you that. So then, let's define what research is. I've just given the background of research. It's searching again. How do we define it? Research is the continuum of the creation of new things or the act of searching for new ways of doing old things. Or if you like, the act of searching for answers to unanswered questions or unsatisfactory answers. That is research. You can say that research is the act of building on an existing belief or standard. These are my own definitions. You can go ahead and define that research if you understand what research is. Research means search again, not by the same person, by a different person. It may be even the same person. Because if I carry out the research and come up with a conclusion and I'm not satisfied with that conclusion, I may pick it up from there and continue. So searching again what has been researched or searching again what has been searched. That is the definition of research. Now, how do we define methodology? Methodology is the way or design employed by the researcher in executing the research. As I told you, the situations may not be the same. Every problem do not rise the same way. So the way to tackle that problem could be different. So methodology is the way or the design employed by the researcher in executing the research. A methodology is also the overall pattern of the research followed by the researcher. Research methodology or methodology rather is described as the flow of the stages of the research from the source of information to the interpretation of the outcome of the analysis. These are my own definition of methodology based on the etymology of methodology, based on the reasons behind the methodology, based on the rationale, the logicality behind methodology. You don't just define something without some form of logicality or rationality. So having given you the preview or having told you what research is and also what methodology is constituently, that is separately, let us now see what research methodology is. I have 5 definitions for you. You can have 10. You can decide to make your definitions. You can decide to take my definition and make another one out of my own. That's the beauty about research methodology. So what is research methodology? Research methodology, my first definition is it's the umbrella approach to data source, data analysis, and data visualization. Research methodology is the umbrella approach, the overall approach. It is the generic approach to data source, data analysis, and data visualization. Research methodology is also the holistic design of the entire research exercise. That is another way of defining research methodology. Another way of defining research methodology is that research methodology is the method adopted by the researcher from sourcing the data to the visualization of the process data, from the beginning to the end, from the start to finish. How did the researcher go about it? That is research methodology. Again, research methodology is the general pattern followed by the researcher in the acquisition of the information for answer to the research problems. These are ways of defining research methodology. Interesting, isn't it? Now, finally, I have this definition to give to you. Research methodology is the chains of defined activities. Chains of defined activities that describe the approaches that a researcher takes successionally, that is from stage to stage, to achieving data collection, data cleaning, data analysis for information visualization. So you can see, when you know what the background of the concepts, you can go ahead and give definition. Don't cram. You don't need to cram. When they say research methodology, what is it? Research on one side, you now add methodology on the other side. You bring them together as a compound word. First of all, you need to distinguish them, look at them from a constituent viewpoint, from individual viewpoints and their words, and then get the logicality behind each of them. And then you make a definition, as simple as that. So I want to say thank you so much for listening. I am Dr. Abel Simeon. I am the Managing Director of Amom Consulting Limited. I am a doctoral research fellow at the Corporate Institute of Strategic Research. I am also a Director of Strategic Planning and Research at the Institute of Professional Industrialist and Management Development. In this business of research methodology, I have so much experience. So if you have any question to ask, please do not hesitate to put forward their question to me, and I'll answer them on anything research methodology. Send your question to +1-505-2324-6646, or you can send an email to any of the ones you are seeing, brotherabel.com or abel.simeon@ipmda.org or abelsimeon@cisro.org.ng. Thank you so very much for your time. See you in the next video.